Hello there. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
I'm not that experienced at public speaking, so my name is Lisa Kemerait, and I have a business called CHI of Hickory, and it's at 222 Union Square, number 303. The reason I am here today is because I just recently found out, I just moved in March 1st. I'm a new entrepreneur, new business. And what's been brought to my attention is about the farmers market moving onto the square side of the farmers, or the railroad tracks. And so I was approached by somebody yesterday in the parking lot who is a vendor at the farmers market. And she was so excited that they were going to be taking up these parking spaces directly in front of my business and other businesses that are right there. And what she had explained to me is that they needed to move because there was going to be a dumpster going over into the Hickory Station parking lot where they were, which would cut down on their ability to do business. And so they were, being moved over. And she said that the city was very happy to have them over there. I love the farmers market. I shop at the farmers market both Wednesday and Saturday. I go, I park in the public parking, I go to the market, and then I leave because I want my vegetables to go home and stay fresh. With people parking there, the first thing that came up to me was the handicap spaces. We only have 3 that are directly in front of this. And I am a therapeutic massage therapist, and I do injury rehabilitation. Not only do I work on the elderly who have handicap issues, walk with canes, walk with impaired mobility, but I also walk with people or work with people who have been injured. And so it's very important to me that they are able to park as close to my business so they do not take an cumbersome walk or be blocked to get to my business. And that's very much of a concern of mine. What I was told, where she was saying that this was going to be, I counted, and it looked like there's 32 spaces of parking that we're going to be taking, and the handicap spaces would be included in that. I'm concerned about that. I'm very concerned about that, and I wanted to know if there was anything that I could follow up on. Now, I just had a phone call today from somebody from the Chamber of Commerce because I'm in business and they want me to join, so they're meeting tomorrow, and they're coming to my office. And I asked if they knew about the farmers market, and they said, oh yes, it's going to be on the square. And they were under the impression that it would be on the paver stone portion, not in the parking lot. And that is not what the woman told me yesterday, who was part of the vendors of the farmers market. So I'm confused. I don't know. I haven't seen anything printed. Nothing's gone out. I understand there was a meeting maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago or something about this where a vote was taken. And I have never, and I just moved in, so I don't know if notification went out to the downtown business.
3 minutes have expired.
Yeah, Lisa, I move that you be extended an additional 3 minutes.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just concerned about having confusing information, not having official information, and how it will impact my business. Another thing I've been told is that on Wednesdays and Saturdays, if in fact it is in the parking lot, which I don't know, but that the parking lot is going to be closed from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. to prohibit traffic from coming in. Again, that directly affects my business on Wednesdays and on Saturdays. Currently, I'm not open on Saturdays, but I hope to extend my hours, especially if I have somebody who comes in and does therapy with me, because I want to be available to our community. And so these are some of the questions that I have. Is there any response that I can get?
It's difficult for us to engage in dialogue. My suggestion would be to hang around after the meeting and speak with council members individually.
Okay.
And I'll speak. I am on the farmers market board. I'll be glad to talk to you.
Fantastic. If I still have a few more minutes, and I'll have to take that. One of the things that I am aware of is that downtown, and I used to have a business in downtown Morganton. I was there for about 8 years. So I am knowledgeable of when a huge festival comes in and how that takes precedence over the downtown, because that outweighs the successfulness of that. and of the community outweighs some of the one-day venture that happens with that. So I knew that Oktoberfest happens. I love Oktoberfest. I always come down and buy things. And I know that Hickory Hops is coming up in April. And I know that that is a day that I'm going to have to shut down also and not be available. Primarily because I can't work on people who have been drinking. It's against my license. So it's not like I can be available for house people to participate in the beer festivities and then come in for a massage. So I would have to, just close my doors on those days and not even run into that problem. Friday Night Alive might be another problem for me because of that. But I understand that there's things like that that are every once in a while that are for the betterment of our community. I love the farmers market. I believe it is for the betterment of the community. But I'm just concerned of the location of it. And I love it being in downtown. But if it would be put like on the pavers where it doesn't take parking spaces away from the people who would come to the businesses, that I would appreciate. Thank you for your time. And if y'all want some cards, I have cards. Thank you.
Thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you.
Next, I have, has indicated to address council as Ed Cooper.
Hi. My name's Ed Cooper, and I'm a co-owner of Union Square Computers. We've been on the square for 6 years and 2 weeks. I came here today because we've been trying to get better internet for downtown, so I initiated talks with Charter Communications. And I would also like to thank Jesse Sloan for coming tonight from Charter Communications. He came to see how this meeting went. Anyway, it was my understanding all this time that, we didn't have charter internet downtown, primarily because the infrastructure didn't exist. So after some poking and prodding, Charter emailed me back and said they'd love to do business in downtown Hickory. However, their previous attempts to do so have been hindered because they haven't been able to get a right of entry into downtown. I'd like to remind everybody here that Duke Power and CenturyTel both have open cable strung up and down Trade Alley. So I don't think it's a cosmetic issue holding us back. I'll keep it short. I just want to let the council know about this. If anybody has any insight on how we can get past these obstacles and get charter downtown, that'd be great. We have 7 other interested businesses willing to sign up for charter. One of them is called Resource Recovery Company. They're right down the street here on Main Avenue. They're a 21st century business. They specialize in heat reclamation technologies. I've also got 3 big retailers on Union Square: El Blue, Outdoor Supply Company, and another one, Larry's Music and Sound. There we go. They're all interested in signing up as well. To remain competitive as a business, we need faster internet, and we'd love to see it downtown. If any council members can help me in my goal, I'd love to make it happen. And I would also like to say, as a downtown business owner, that I'm also not in favor of sacrificing parking spots for the farmers market. I do think that the two can coexist downtown, but not the expense of parking spaces. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Is there anyone else present that would like to address council? Come forward, please. And state your name and address for the record.
Yes, my name is Darlene Herman. I'm owner of Salon Square on Union Square. I took the time today to walk up and down the square and talk to lots of business people and customers. I had 50 names signed within 45 minutes against the farmers market taking away our parking. I like the farmers market. I've been in business 20 years on Union Square. I'm a taxpayer. I support downtown in every way that's possible by shopping downtown. I think there can be a better way than taking away our handicap and our parking accessibility in front of my business. I'm a both tackler. I have a lot of handicapped elderly customers that come to my salon by wheelchair and walkers. I even have to have them pull up on the square sometimes to get them in because they're not able to get there otherwise. we have to totally close, and I have to go to them on Oktoberfest. I have to go to their homes when we close down because of the festivals. I accommodate my customers the best I can for 25 years total, but 20 years on Union Square. I would appreciate consideration to not closing that parking lot. And the problems with people backing back out into the parking, going across the street, there's lots of accidents. There will be more. You can come up to my salon anytime and stand and look out the window and watch the traffic flow. It is very dangerous for children, the way this is being laid out. Please consider thinking as follows. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Herman.